Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I just woke up.
And you still got the hat. I like it.
I had a different hat every day this week, right? Or something.
Yeah,
Some days I didn't have a hat, but then all the days I had hats, they were all different.
Really good. We can keep that going. Okay, so Commander 2016, the full deck lists have been released. We know what's in all of them. We're just going to kind of quickly run through them today, talk about some of our highlight cards, maybe help you decide which deck is right for you.
That sounds great because I have no idea what deck is right for me.
Good thing I did my homework all through school and today. The first deck we got, Entropic Uprising.
So this one doesn't have white, and its themes are kind of, you cascade. You use Yidris Maelstrom Wielder to cascade. That card is nuts, right?
Yeah, so this whole deck kind of hinges on the wild chaos that comes off the top of your deck. So Yidris is a great kind of representation of what this deck's all about. If you like random chance and hitting the occasional miracle card off the top of your deck, this is the one for you. The next one we've got Open Hostility.
So this one doesn't have blue in it, and you're going wide, and then you're just kind of buffing the whole team.
The whole team, yep. And in this deck, I like the kind of surprise reprint of Tenderfoot Baloth.
Okay.
So this guy, if you control your commander, he gives all your other creatures a buff and trample. So he's like perfectly encapsulates what the plan is here. You just build up your team, make them huge, and then wreck face. It's very straightforward.
I dig that. So the next one is going to be Stalwart Unity. This is the deck that doesn't have black in it.
Yes.
And, okay, so I'm going to tell you about this deck I played. So first Friday Night Magic with Ravnica in it. So it pushed out Mirrodin and it pushed out 8th edition. So I didn't get to play Tooth and Nail anymore. Tooth and Nail used the Urzatron lands, as you know. So I built a mono white control deck. It had Weathered Wayfarer to search out the Urza lands, and I played 4 Wrath of God, 3 Final Judgment. Final Judgment's like the kind of white Wrath of God. This story's going somewhere. It had Blazing Archon in it.
Okay, so that brings me to the card out of this deck. We call it a group hug. You kind of are making things great for your opponents, hoping that they don't attack you. And if they do decide to attack you, you just slam down Blazing Archon.
And then they can't
attack you. So one way or the other, you just keep all the attention off of you and keep it on your opponent.
Continuing the fine tradition of Feldegriff-style group hug.
Exactly. So those are kind of a different twist. If you don't like direct combat, you can have fun with kind of the politics of that one. Okay. Breed Lethality is our next one.
Okay, that's a weird name.
There's no red in this one because you are stacking +1/+1 counters and kind of building your perfect creature or creation or whatever.
Right.
Makes use of Proliferate, you'll see in here, which can add +1/+1 counters. One of my favorite cards in here is Corpsejack Menace.
Wow, that's a reprint from Return to Ravnica.
Exactly. There's also Hardened Scales in here.
Reprint from Cons of Tarkir.
Right. So those together can really give you some explosive +1/+1 counter kind of synergies here, which I really like. That's a fun thing to do. This deck also has my pet card from the Anacondas deck, so make sure you watch our episode from before. Don't want to get back into that. So that's my pick overall. I like just stacking up counters and that kind of inevitability, and then you swing in with a big heavy hitter.
Cool beans. The last deck of the day, Invent Superiority?
Yes. So this one ditches green and has the biggest focus on artifacts.
Sure.
It's got Hellkite Tyrant, which can steal artifacts, and all the other decks have plenty of them in there. They've
of course.
Equipment or mana rocks or things like that.
That's the name of the game in Commander,
exactly.
Right?
So he's kind of a good alternate win condition that can just kind of come down, steal a bunch, and then you just win.
There you go.
This deck also seems to be the only one that has a Planeswalker in it. I'd have to check all the list again. You get a reprint of Duretti Scrap Savant.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah, and he can even be your commander if you wanted to do that. You'd have to get rid of all the other colors, but
don't do that.
You can do that. So
but you can.
So this one kind of plays into the building thing. I think this one would be the easiest to kind of upgrade with cards out of Kaladesh if you got some of those.
Right, because it's all artifact dealies.
Yeah, so there's lots of fun stuff from that you can build in. So if you have a small collection, maybe just stuff in standard, probably start here.
Yeah.
If you love your +1/+1 counters like I do, go breed some lethality. If you're a group hug fan,
I'm gonna go Blazing Archon. I'm a fan of. I like hugging people.
There you go. So there's something for everybody in this set. It's a good spread of decks. I like all 5 of them. They each do something different and unique and fun, which is what we want out of a supplementary set like this. So we're excited to play with these ourselves. Hopefully you guys are too. Let us know in the comments which cards or decks you're most excited about. And in the meantime, hop on over to magic.tcgplayer.com.
Yes, please do. Magic.tcgplayer has everything you're going to need, from articles by the pros to a buy list where we buy your cards to cards for sale. Now, these cards aren't going to be for sale for another 2 Fridays. Not next Friday, but the Friday after that. So get on over to magic.tcgplayer.com, your one-stop shop for everything Magic.
Boom, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Internet.